go through what you. Can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you complete this, others? Should I?
Yes, ma'am. We did this one. Next page.
Okay. Should I redo this? Considering the law of conservation of momentum, should I redo? Yes, boys. No, I'm not. You understood? No, should I redo or not, boys? Others?
Don't read.
No, no, not to redo that. Clear? No, if you want, I'll redo what has been done yesterday. Are you clear with it?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Now I think so. We somewhere completed by dividing equation 2 by 1. Did we do this?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now others do this dividing equation 2 by 1. So anyway, I'll do this over here. So u1 squared, this next step will be, so a squared minus b squared. So let me do this as u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 divided by u1 minus v1 must be equal to v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2 divided by v2 minus u2, correct? So these two will get cancelled. So what is left will be u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2. Was very important derivation. So your aim is when two bodies undergo elastic collision. Elastic collision is that the total momentum of both the bodies before collision must be equal to total momentum of both the bodies after collision. Now, what does it mean? Suppose I have a body A, say its momentum, I'm just writing the momentum of this body is say 10 kilogram per meter second. So another body B is having a momentum of say 20 kilogram meter per P2 is 20 kilogram meter per second. Now, what will be the total momentum? So the total momentum will be P will be equal to 30 kilogram meter per second. This is before collision. Now, what happens is after collision, it might be this way. A might have a momentum 15, B might have the equal momentum. The momentum of A and B are going to change, but the total momentum remains the same. This is what is law of conservation of momentum. Are you clear, boys? I have two bodies, A and B. They undergo elastic collision. Actually, when you're studying about kinetic theory of gases, in chemistry, you're learning about kinetic theory of gases, where your gaseous molecules are considered to be perfect spheres, and also they consider that they undergo collision with each other as well as the collision with the walls of the container. During each collision there is no loss of energy, which means the the collision is elastic in nature. That is one example. Have you studied about kinetic theory of gases, boys?
No,
Learn
ma'am.
B. Okay. Kinetic theory of gases, when chemistry lesson starts, it starts with this, right? All your gaseous molecules are considered to be spherical in shape. The collision between the molecules, gaseous molecules, and the walls of the container is perfectly elastic, which means they don't lose their kinetic energy. Okay. So in elastic collision, when two bodies collide with each other, right? If the total momentum before collision becomes equal to total momentum after collision, individual momentum might be different, but total momentum before collision must be equal to total momentum after collision. This is the first condition. Sorry. Second condition is that the total kinetic energy of both the bodies before collision, after collision must also be the same. If these two things are satisfied, conservation of linear momentum, conservation of kinetic energy, if these laws are being satisfied, then such collisions, we term them as elastic collision. Mostly elastic collision is hypothetical. but we do consider the collision of your gaseous molecules in a container to be elastic in nature. Is that so? Now your aim is you have two bodies
What are the two
moving with
conditions?
certain linear momentum should be conserved. It's not angular momentum, but that's the reason I'm just specifying linear momentum. And the body is not just going along a straight line path. Linear momentum should be conserved. Kinetic energy should be conserved, which means the total kinetic energy of both A and B before collision must be equal to the total kinetic energy of both A and B after collision. So now, in this scenario, you want to check what is the velocity with which both the bodies are going to move after collision. Say two bodies are going to collide with each other. Now I just want. Okay. Now suppose I have body B, right? I have body A. This is at rest. Say this is going to move with certain velocity, right? Now say the collision is elastic. Elastic means there is no loss of energy. Sulfur is here. Sulfur.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if this is the case, body A goes and collides with body B. What will happen after collision? Just think over, boys. Think of, you would have seen all these things happening, right? Can you give some example? Can you give an example? This I'm just literally putting body A, body B. Can you just think of an example? Not only sulfur, so many are there in this class.
No.
Yeah.
Ma'am, when we kick a
I'm
football.
bowling, ma'am.
What happened? What happened?
Ma'am, when we kick a football.
Okay.
Ma'am, in
Ma'am,
bowl.
carrots.
What is the pin?
Fine.
I'm in billiards.
Huh?
Ma'am, in snooker it happens when the two balls collide.
Okay. Two bodies collide. One is at rest, the other one. That's what you are telling? No. This, see, whatever you people are telling, it's happening in this collision, right? Even in snooker, it happens when a person hits a football. All these things happen, but there is one. Okay, leave that. Okay, bringing the situation is tough for you. Now, what can you predict? Now, this is a very small body. Can you see the dimension of the body? This is massive. Okay, this body is massive. This is a very small body or an object. Now, what can happen? What will happen, boss? Can you imagine what will happen?
They can collide.
No, A goes and collides with B. Now,
Ma'am,
what might happen?
The direction of the A will change.
What will happen?
The direction of the small one A will change.
Okay, fine. Which means in which direction A should move?
In the direction of B.
In the direction of
B.
Opposite to
Okay.
I'm in the opposite direction.
Opposite. It is rebounding. It rebounds.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it rebounds. What will happen to B? What will happen to B, boys?
It
What will
will
happen?
move a little in the initial direction of
Okay, that depends upon how massive the body is. If the body is massive, it will stay at its own position, at rest. This is what is happening. Suppose you throw a ball on a wall. You think B is a wall which is at rest. What will happen? Naturally, the ball will rebound, right? Yes or no, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why I'm bringing all this situation is that in this derivation, you will get an expression for V1 and V2. That is, the two bodies, what might be the velocity of the two bodies after collision. Based on this, you will be able to analyze this situation. Now, I just want one more thing. I have a very small body. I have a massive one. Now, this is at rest. Say this is A, this is B. This is very quite massive. Now, this is moving with certain velocity. Now, what can happen after collision?
A will go towards
Ma'am, A will go with the same velocity of B.
Okay, same velocity of B. Okay, it will go. A will move. What will happen to B? What will happen to B? Okay,
It
but
will slow
anyway,
down.
You come to
Yes.
rest after certain.
okay, then will A move, A will move with the velocity of B. That is what is all your conclusion. Is that your conclusion, 11B? Is that your conclusion, boys? Fine, we'll analyze anyway. I'm not just, we'll analyze what will happen later once we get an expression for V2 and V1. Boys, now go for this. Are you getting this expression V2 is equal to U1 minus U2 plus V1? Are you getting this? Now, what you do is you substitute in equation 1. What was your equation 1? 1 second. This one. So substitute, boys, 1 second. So substitute V2 in equation 1. Can you do that? Will you do that, boys? Okay, someone can read
Yes,
out
ma'am.
what was, okay. Let me call because only few are answering. Yusuf?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just read out the first equation, M1 U1
Ma'am,
plus
M1 U1
Hmm.
plus M2 U2
Hmm.
gives M1 V1 plus M2 V2.
Okay. Now I have to substitute for V2. Can you substitute for V2, boys? Right? Can you substitute? So how my equation will turn out? M1 U1 plus M2 U2 must be equal to M1 V1 plus M2 into U1 minus U2 plus V1. So now I'll give you 5 minutes. I want you to get an expression, all of you. Right? I want you to get an expression of V1. I just want what is the value of V1. So now you have to expand this bracket, boys. I'll highlight this. I want you to expand what is being highlighted. You expand all the terms and then you rearrange and get me an expression for V1. Will you do that? 11B. Shamshul. Rishit, Derek, Rishit.
Ma'am, so we have to find an expression for V1.
Yes. Where is Rishit? Rishit, your microphone is working. Derek. You an absent? 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it whom I'm speaking? 1 second, boss. I'll just. Is it where is Rishit? 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 Rishit, is that your microphone not working? Rishit? Derek?
Yes, ma'am.
Derek, is that fine for you? What we are doing right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mohammed Danish? Is Danish here? Others carry on, boss.
Ma'am, is the final expression supposed to be big?
You have to rearrange. Should I do?
Ma'am, I rearranged it, but then it's still kind of big.
Okay, I'll do that. No, I will do that. Shall I do that?
Could you not wait for 1 minute?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Ma'am,
Who's
I
that?
got the equation.
Oh, fine. Who was it waiting, asking to wait for 1 minute?
Not me, Vishesh.
Who? Vishesh, okay.
Yes.
I'll wait. Boys, just check, boys. I have given these steps, check this. So I have substituted for V2. Just check whether you're getting all these 3 steps and then we'll go for V1. I'm just rearranging the physical quantities. Because if anyone who's finding it difficult, if you want me to do, I'll do this. Or if you want yourself to give a try, you try out. If you still feel difficult, just ask me to do. I will continue doing, boys. Johan. Let's look at these terms. M2U2, sorry. M2U2, right? These two terms, I'm just bringing M2U2, I'm just bringing it to the other side. Then M1U1, I'm bringing it, combining. So these two terms are combining.
Ma'am, Johan replied in the chat.
Okay. What is these two? These two terms are combining together. Just check how they are combining. Then easily I can go for V1. Is that what I'm getting? Is that what you people are getting, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yusuf has. Aaron? Abhishek? Austin? Ayan? Dheeraj? Fadil?
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, my equation for V1, it's same, but then I didn't split the denominator. Is it fine?
You are just keeping the denominator. No, you
Yeah,
split
yeah.
the denominator. It'll be easier for you later on. Harish?
Yes, ma'am.
Harish, did you get the value for V1?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is what I got.
Okay.
So I'm doing to the same for V2 or?
Okay. So now what you can do is V2, you need not redo this, because when you're driving an expression for V1 and V2 in your examination, what you can do is that you can write similarly V2 is equal to. So when you go for V2,
Okay, ma'am.
all your subscript 1, you change it to 2. Do you understand what it means? So
Yes,
in V1, wherever you have 1, you make it the subscript, you make it as 2. Wherever you have the subscript 2, you make it 1. So V2 becomes M2 minus M1 divided by, anyway, the denominator will be the same. Wherever you have a subscript 1, you make it 2. The subscript 2, you make it 1. That's it. 2 M1 divided by M1 plus M2 into U1. Is that clear, boys? This is for V2.
This one come for 5 marks, right?
Just only, yeah, it will come for 5 marks. Now we have to go for discussing the special cases, right, boys?
Ma'am, the below equation is what, another equation for V2?
V2 is only you get an expression, you derive an expression for V1. What you can do is for V2, you just change the subscript. Only that
Okay,
much is
ma'am.
enough.
Yeah, okay, fine, ma'am.
Now, fine. So I'll go for the special cases, boys.
Ma'am,
Three more
but in
topics.
this equation, the denominator's subscripts are not changed.
Because even if it is M2 plus M1 is same as M1 plus M2, right?
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
So I'll go for the special cases first. 11B.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what's the question for this derivation, ma'am?
You want the question? One second.
Like,
I'll read out the question. I'll read out. Meanwhile, what you people do is just we'll go for the special cases. Okay, write the special cases. I will write the question. Write the special cases when two bodies of equal mass collide. Right? So what you have to do is you have the expression V1 and V2, boys. You have the expression V1 and V2. Yes or no? So what you need to do is when two bodies of equal masses are going to collide, so make M1 and M2 the same, make it as M. Find what is V1, what is V2. Find what is V1, what is V2. Find what is V1 and what is V2. What is V1 and what is V2, boys?
V1 equals U2 and V2 equals.
Then in that case, how will you put a statement? Will you be able to?
The objects exchange their velocities.
The object exchange their velocities after collision.
Ma'am, in the first case, what is the like?
Ma'am,
Are you getting
V2
V1
remains
as
the
U2?
same, right?
Yeah. Are you getting V1 is equal to V2?
Yes, ma'am. V1 is equal to U2.
If you are finding it difficult, I'll write this expression. M1 minus M2 divided by M1 plus M2 into, this was the expression for V1 was plus 2M2 divided by M1 plus M2 into, what is the other one? U2. So now what is your condition? You have to apply M1 is equal to M2 is equal to M. So if M1 is equal to M2, will not the first term cancel, boys? The first term will cancel out because M1 is equal to M2. That is a condition. Clear?
Yeah, I got it.
Now what will happen for the second term? M2 becomes M. Okay. Now M1 also becomes equal to M. M2 is also M into U2. Okay. So then V1 becomes equal to 2M divided by 2M into U2.
2M gets cancelled.
Yeah. So that V1 becomes equal to U2.
U2 is somewhat.
Right? Are you clear? Same way, you take the expression for V2 and do the same, apply the same condition over there. I have taken an expression for V1. This is my expression for V1, right? This is the expression for V1. I have taken the condition when M1 is equal to M2. This condition I have applied in V1. I've got an answer. V1 is equal to U2, which means what is what's the first object? Body A, the final velocity of the body A becomes the initial velocity of body B. The final V1 is the final velocity of body A. What is U2? It is the initial velocity of body B. Can you do this for?
We do the same for V2.
Yeah, same thing. What happens to V2? Can you get the expression for V2?
Ma'am, V2
V2
is
is
equal
equal
to U1
U1.
minus 2U1. U2, sorry.
No, V2 becomes, I'll write the expression for V2 minus M1 plus M2 into U2. This is the expression for 2M1 U1 divided by M1 plus M2. So now what is the condition? M1 is equal to M2. So V2, the
Ma'am?
first term becomes 0. The first term becomes 0 now, right, boss? I'm applying the same condition. So the second term, yes, what
Ma'am,
happened?
the equation for V2 is U1 minus U2 plus V1, right?
No, the final expression, the final one.
Oh, okay,
We
ma'am.
are okay, there you have to apply. Okay, now what happens to this M plus M, sorry?
Ma'am, again 2m by 2m into u1.
Ma'am, the V1 equals to U2, ma'am, we use that in some other for substitution.
Yeah, that is only for substitution. Don't take that the final expression what we have got. Right?
Okay.
So this becomes 2u, then this becomes M plus M. Is that clear, boys? So V2 becomes, this equation itself is becoming 0.
Ma'am, is V2
M1
equal to u1?
V2 will be U1. So this
Okay.
becomes equal to 2m divided by 2m into U1. So V2 becomes equal to U1. Boys, if you are finding 11b, if you're finding things difficult, you just ask me to redo. Don't take things for granted, 11b.
No, ma'am, it's clear, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it's clear.
We understand.
So now look at this V2. V2 is the final velocity of the second body. U1 is the initial velocity of the first body. So that is what the final statement is. After collision, both the bodies will interchange their velocities. Right? Okay. Can we be a bit fast, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Now go for the next one. Special case. There are 3 special cases. By tomorrow at least I have to complete this. The next, when a body collides against a stationary body. Stationary body means what we'll do is we'll take A moving with some velocity U1, B U2 is equal to 0. And masses are the same. These are the condition, boys. Both the bodies, sorry, then in that sense have to draw the same size. Both the bodies have the same masses, right? One is moving, A is moving, but B is at rest. This is the condition. That is why initial velocity of A is U1, initial velocity of B, which is U2, is 0. Now you apply this condition and we'll see what happens to the final velocity. So let me go for what is the equation for V1. V1 is M1 minus M2 divided by M1 plus M2 into U1 plus 2m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into u2.
Ma'am?
Here, yes?
Ma'am, why is
What
the
happened?
mass same?
No, you are considering. We are taking special cases. This is the cases, special cases. What will happen if both the masses are the same? That's it. Not necessarily every time the masses should be same. Clear, boss?
Okay.
So now this term becomes 0 because m1 is equal to this term becomes 0. Clear? So what happens to V1? This becomes both the masses are the same. What will happen? M plus M. And what is U2? 0. U2 is 0. Is that correct, boys?
So is V1 equal to 0?
Yeah, V1 becomes equal, which means what do you mean by that? What will happen after collision? What will happen after
The final velocity of the body A will be 0. Meaning it will come just after collision.
A will come to a stop, right? A will come to a stop.
Yes.
Can we see what happens to B? Can you check what will happen to V2? Can you imagine this?
Ma'am, V1.
Okay. V2 is V1. So what will
U1.
happen? U1. What will happen, boys? A1 will come to rest. B1 will move with the velocity of A1. That's it. This is the special case. Boys, tomorrow you have any moral education period? Nothing, right? Do you
Ma'am,
have?
should we find for V2 also here?
Yes, you have to find. You have to find
Okay.
for V2. Because if I'm in the yeah, it's
no
time up.
Ma'am, we have live
It's time up.
stream.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Ma'am, we don't have more education tomorrow. We have life skills, but like Islamic so won't give.
Okay. So, no, I'm not taking. I'm not taking. Don't. No, boys, I cannot take such period. Fine. Can someone find what is V2? Is that 11B or all other? Right.
Ma'am, V2 is equal to U1, yeah?
Yes, correct. Then what do you mean by that? V1 becomes 0, V2 becomes U1.
That means the object B, which was at rest, will now get the velocity which body A had.
Correct. So you have to write it in your own statement. The one which was initially at rest now will move with the velocity of the previous one. The other one will come to rest. Now I'll give one more condition. Those who have completed this can move for this condition and do that. I have given the condition 3. When a light body goes and collides a massive stationary body, which means your M1 you can neglect. Are you clear, boys? Do you imagine this? You have a very light body going and colliding with. This is at rest. This is A, right? Its mass is very less compared to this. So you have to neglect that mass M1. Right? This has a mass M2. This has a mass M1. This is moving with a velocity U1. This is what the condition is. Right? So this is moving with a velocity U1. Here the velocity is 0. So you now apply find V1, find V2. Ayan, Kritya.
Yes, ma'am.
Boys, is it fine for you all?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Where is Kritya? Yeah. Nabil? Nabil?
Yes, ma'am. You call me.
Okay. Yeah. I was just checking whether it's fine for you all.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's fine.
Samuel? Siddharth?
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
What happened?
Ma'am, could
Ma'am,
you?
do all these special cases come under that 5-mark question also?
Yes, it comes under 5-mark question.
Ma'am, so
they might.
M1 will become 0, right?
U1 become U2 is still 0, right here?
No, ma M1.
M1, yeah,
Because
you
you are
just neglect
neglecting
M1.
M1.
Correct. Neglecting M1 will be 0.
Okay.
Someone asked me how the question will be. I'll take the picture and shall I put this in your
Ma'am, so
class
basically,
boys?
if the masses are equal and it's a head-on collision, so then the velocities will exchange, right? Basically.
That depends upon boys. That depends upon whether whether U1 and U2 that also get into picture, right? U1 and initial velocities also.
Ma'am, so then wouldn't V2 be 0?
Here V2 will be 0. That is what you will be getting. Is that your all of you just substitute for V1 in the expression V1 you substitute neglect M1 put U2 as 0. Are you getting V1 is minus U1?
Yes, ma'am.
What happens to V2?
V2 remains 0, right? Yeah.
No, what will be your
So, ma'am, the M1 will be going in the opposite direction, and the M2 will remain
yeah,
at rest.
yeah, you have to write it rebounds after.
Ma'am, this is
Now,
applicable for.
suppose the small object hits the big object and it goes back, yeah?
Yeah. All.
Ma'am, if you finish, we can leave.
It's time up.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I think-
Yes, ma'am. We got a break in 1 minute.
Okay, you can go. Leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll put the question in your group. Please just check once.
Thank you, ma'am.